And I'm Grace Peckham. And welcome to Tiger Tales.
Next, we'll be speaking to Devin Carvalho, a University of Maine student who just started with the stock market.
Hello, my name is Devin Carvalho. I do not have any prior experience within the stock market. I'm no expert or anything, but I have fiddled around a bit with it. Recently, as you know, COVID-19 has impacted the stock market along with oil prices and etc. A high amount making them all plummet a large amount, and since they're lower, they're more affordable. And assuming that this will end eventually and the stock market will go back on rise, it would be very, very smart of you to buy a large amount right now while it's at a low instead of waiting for it to restabilize and go back up. So with the disease coming from China, a large amount of manufacturers from China are impacted more heavily than manufacturers from other countries, let's say South America or especially island countries. So a lot of technology stock from China, such as AMD, stuff like that, has gone down and is a wise buy. But I'm focusing more on oil stocks because of if gas prices and oil prices are plummeting, they're eventually going to stabilize when everything gets back to normal. Meaning a stock I bought for, let's say, 80 cents might be $1.40 5 months down the line. If I buy 200 of those, I can make a large amount of profit. So I've invested in stuff like American Northern Oil, Shell, AMD, just stuff like that, stuff that I foresee in the near future going up a large amount with a large net return without much spent and no real danger in investing in them.
About distance learning and how she's dealing with it.
Hi, I'm a chemistry teacher, and distance learning has really changed the way I teach, the way I approach things. I think longer and harder about the lessons I give. I make sure they're very relevant and make sure they're very pinpointed to exactly the material and the ideas which students should be mastering. Though I do not have that personal touch that I really miss by being in the classroom, I still think I've learned a lot. I've learned how to individualize my lessons so that each student's needs are being met. I'm giving the students much more chances in order to work at their own pace, at their own level. And also I give the opportunity for students to have choice as to what time of the day that they'll be interacting with the material. Now, in a science classroom, sometimes students do learn a lot more by touching some of the materials, but I'm actually being very creative with my videos is that students are able to look at other types of labs in which they don't necessarily have a chance to look at in a high school classroom. I've provided simulations and a variety of other experiences so students can still be actively engaged with chemistry or any other sciences. I'm looking forward to working further with distance learning, and I think it's going to transform education in a way that we've never seen before. Thank you.
About high school athletes interested in playing college sports. Good afternoon, Mr. Peckham.
How are you doing?
I just wanted to ask you some questions concerning the college recruiting process. Is that okay?
Sure, certainly.
Do you currently have a high school student athlete?
Yes, I do.
What sports does your student athlete play?
Lacrosse, field hockey.
Is your athlete looking to play college sports?
Yeah, I believe she wants to play field hockey in college.
Have any of her seasons already been canceled?
Well, lacrosse was canceled this spring, actually, with the virus.
Do you think her field hockey season is going to be canceled in the fall?
Hopefully not. I think things will clear up, but you never know.
Do you think this pandemic is making it harder or easier to reach out to colleges and potentially play?
Well, I think it's harder because the people aren't at the colleges, and we don't know if the sports are going to happen. I think everybody's in a jam. It's just the whole world's in a jam over this. You never know.
How's your potential college athlete persevering through these times?
Oh, fine. The kids are doing good. They're doing the distance learning. They're doing the best they can. And Gracie's out back practicing 3-4 sports a day, and banging it out, staying with it. Hopefully, when fall rolls around, they'll have a season, and she can get it done. She's been practicing, staying in shape.
What is your student athlete trying to do to contact coaches while there is the freeze on NCAA recruiting?
Well, she's been doing a lot of email and stuff like that, and writing letters back and forth, and joining these scouting things and so forth, videos.
Okay, thank you for your time, sir.
No problem.
Thanks for tuning in. Tiger Tales.